Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today we're going to look at a beer that was picked up for me by the one, the only, Greg. Greg is able to be seen on Beer Tubes United almost every week we do it. Anyway, this beer is from the Beer Academy. The Beer Academy is on 75 Victoria Street in Toronto, Ontario. Well, it was. By the time this video is posted, the Beer Academy will be no more. The Beer Academy was Six Pint Specialty Beer Company. Six Pint Specialty Beer Company was one of the craft lines of Molson Coors. The Beer Academy was closed as of December 31st. Most of the staff was laid off well before Christmas. They will be closed for 10 months. They're supposed to reopen as a Creemore Brew Pub, basically. That won't be called the Creemore Brew Pub. Anyway, I'm sort of sad because these guys make some great beers, and the brewers there are skillful. The styles are nice. The merchandise is nice. Like, this is a nice wheat beer glass. And the beers are a fair price. These are 625 milliliter bottles, and they are $6.25. So you're actually paying a fair price for a nice beer. Lots of people are against them because of the fact that they're owned by the big guys, but you know what? If the beer is good, I'm still going to drink it. That's what it comes down to. So, what we're looking at here is Hopaweizen. So, Hopweiss, hopped wheat beer. So, Hopaweizen. It is 4.7% ABV. It is a 4.8 on the SRM scale, so really, really pale. 31 IBU, so actually fairly bitter. Now, it tells you a little bit about the beer, but I'm not going to read that. However, it does tell you which glass to use too. It has a slider of 6 different glasses. You have your regular glass, you have your tulip, you have your footed pilsner, your pub glass, your regular pilsner, and then what looks like a hurricane glass. And what it says is this should be served in this glass, being this glass. And this glass features a narrow base that opens to a wide vase-like mouth, which allows the aromatics to fill your senses while encouraging a lush and creamy foamy cap. And that's kind of cool, but they basically say that every one of these glasses helps this aroma, because they have ones that are just supposed to be in regular beer glasses that they say the same thing about for the most part. I forgot to do a Weiss roll, so I'm hoping that this is actually a filtered beer. It doesn't look like it, though. It looks a lot clearer up at the top. My rambling made me forget about doing a Weiss roll. So we'll pour this gently so that we can get as much of the beer into the glass as we can. Because okay. Well, almost all fit, even with the foamy cap. Wow, that's a carbonation whirlwind in there. Beautiful looking beer, though. I mean, visual appeal is very nice. Look at that. Even though it's pale straw colored, kind of like urine after I've been drinking for a night, it is a nice looking beer. It has a slight haze to it. It was crystal clear until we got closer to the bottom, and now there's a slight haze. The carbonation's running up, which is actually really nice. That foamy head is beautiful. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful head. It's not really moving away either. Not much snap, crackle, pop in there, so that head's gonna stick around for a bit. So visual appeal is very, very nice. Let's give her a sniff test, shall we? Oh, that smells wonderful. Beautiful, beautiful citrus notes. Beautiful clovey notes, a nice little banana note. The scent is awesome. I'm actually not getting much hops, and I was expecting a lot more hops to be on the nose. But hey, let's try and get into this thing without putting that foam up my nose. Now there are many hoppy wheats out there, and usually the hops overtake it because it's such a mellow style of beer. But in this case, it actually works well together. You get that banana, you get the clove, you get a nice graininess. The hops are kind of metallic and remind me a lot of Pilsner hops, Noble hops. And so that's what you're getting. You're getting that like cut grass, slightly earthy, slightly foresty hop background, mingling with banana, cloves, and a grainy weediness. Actually, all in all, this is this is quite a nice little beer. Nothing spectacular, but quite a nice little beer. And it's being drank at basement temperature, so it's nice and warm too. Well, I shouldn't say warm, but warmer than most people would drink their beer at. Nice little beer. I'm actually impressed. Out of 10 on this. If this was still available right now at $6.25 a bottle, I would buy it quite often. I'd give it a 7.75. Again, the beer style, nothing spectacular, but it's just a solid drinking beer that I really have no problem with at all. I mean, it's almost a bomber. It's under $7. It's well made. Would I rather support a local craft brewery? Well, that matters. Did the local craft brewery make a better beer? Or am I only supporting it because it's a local craft brewery? If they've made a better beer, sure, I'd rather support a local craft brewery. But if this beer is superior to the beer that I could get from the local craft brewery, I'd rather have this beer. Really, I don't care who made it as much. That's not 100% true. I care about the beer quality sometimes more so than who made it. There are certain people who I love that even if they didn't make a great beer, I'm still going to support them. I'll admit that the beer isn't great, but I'd still support them. And there are people that I am indifferent with. And if their beer isn't as good as a beer made by the big guys, I'll buy the beer made by the big guys. Because that's the people are the most important to me, and the beer comes next. So, that being said, I like this beer. 7.75 out of 10. Thank you, Greg, for picking this up. And it still looks beautiful. Let's drink it, though. Bye.